Hello everyone, this is Jonathan from Just Nerds, and as you can see from the title, I decided to do something little interesting this time around. I have collected all of my DVDs and Blu-rays that I own personally. I got this idea. Pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each and every single DVD I have, and hopefully quickly, just for a few seconds, talk about them in any way that I feel is appropriate, I guess. Kind of just mini reviews, I guess, of everything. I got this idea from Twitter, because some people I saw were like, hey, for example, if I get either like 500 retweets or like 500 likes, I'll go up to like 500 of the DVDs I own and talk about them. And I thought that was pretty fun, especially in these times when a lot of us are bored, with lockdown and everything. But I thought, you know what? I don't need permission from retweets or likes. I'm just gonna talk about all the DVDs and Blu-rays I have. I love talking about the things in general, things I like. So I thought, let me try to do a little rapid fire with every DVD. Again, every DVD and Blu-ray I own. So yeah, let's do this. The quality I'm recording from an iPad, so the quality won't be that great, but it's fine considering what kind of video this is. So yeah, let's just get this started with I don't know where part 1 is. It's somewhere in this pile of every DVD and Blu-ray I own. But yeah, so Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. Dark Knight Returns is not my favorite Batman story by far, but from the little I've seen, these were some pretty good adaptations of the source material. Star Trek, the reboot. Don't care about Star Trek at all, but this is a great film, I think. It's J.J. Abrams, good stuff. Despite what the rest of the series became, this first Despicable Me is a pretty solid children's movie. It's really good, actually. Very heartfelt. Some of these DVDs are gifts from people that I got from others, or family and whatnot. So some of this stuff I have not seen, but yeah, Watchmen, I should probably see this at some point, because, yeah, some people like it, some people don't. I kind of want my own opinion on it, to see about it. Forrest Gump, don't gotta talk about this. Freaking classic, Full Metal Alchemist, the movie, Conquer Cerebella, the special edition two disc sets. One of the nicer, I guess, DVDs I own. As you can see, it's pretty meaty. I saw this movie once. It was fine, and that's really all I gotta say about it. Just like the original Full Metal Alchemist show. A tie. One of the ties with my favorite DreamWorks movie, the first How to Train Your Dragon, is spectacular. As you see, it's a must-see. Yeah, this is a great movie. I love How to Train Your Dragon so much. Other than the first Iron Man, Captain America: The First Avenger is my favorite Phase 1 Marvel movie. I know people have problems with the second half. It's not like it doesn't have those problems, but this movie is just fantastic. I just want to say, Steve and Peggy, best romance in the MCU. Final Fantasy VII: Advent Children, the complete edition. Did not know I had the complete edition. I saw this even before I played Final Fantasy VII. I don't remember seeing all of it. It was like 3 in the morning, fell asleep. But Blake and I, we might be planning something with this. X-Men First Class, at the time, thinking it was the best X-Men movie by far. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't really hold up that well. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the first movie on DVD. I used to have the second one also in this version, but it started skipping along because I watched it too much. Yeah. Oh, wait. One sec. Gotta reposition my... holding an iPad here. Jack Frost, the Christmas movie with Michael Keaton. I unironically love this movie. It makes me cry almost every time at the end. Weird movie, though. Very weird movie. Naruto, the movie. Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow, the first ever Naruto movie. I believe this was like a steelbook, obviously, with a bunch of other things. I believe this was like the first, this was like $40, I think. And I was like 10 years old, I think, when I got this. A lot of money for a kid, $40, but I loved Naruto at the time. Kind of regret getting it, but it's still a nice steelbook. Not my favorite DC animated movie, but Justice League Doom is really good. It's really fun. Oh, this is a Blu-ray copy of. So this is the band Polka Dot Stingray. Is here right there. This is their DVD of their latest concert. Yeah, I ordered it, and yeah, it's great. One of my favorite bands currently at the moment. I don't regret getting this at all. It's really good. Samurai Champloo. I have not finished this yet. I need to, because it was really good from what I saw. Oh shoot, Angel Beats. Forgot I had this. It's been quite a while. Yeah, decent show. The comedy's really fun. Characters a lot of fun. That ending though, that ending. It's not great. Inception. Christopher Nolan, one of his best. Yeah, still holds up. Good movie. Obviously, if I own it, I probably like it, so I'm probably gonna be saying, yeah, this is a great movie, good movie, fantastic movie. Where this Win-Win, very underrated. No one I know has really seen it. It's about the kid who wrestles. Fantastic. I love this movie so much, and nobody's seen it. Iron number 4. I used to be super into the books a lot, and this adaptation at the time I thought was okay, but I was a huge fan, so I got it. In hindsight, a lot better adaptation, because it was actually messing with some things that the books would deal with later, actually. So some collaboration, I think, from the movies and the books. I still believe if this came out a few years later, around the time of Hunger Games and Maze Runner, this would have caught people's attention a lot more. I honestly think that. Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. I also own the first movie somewhere, but this is a far superior sequel. Just great movie. The only flaw, they killed Rachel McAdams' character. How dare they? Spoilers for Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. One of our most popular videos for some reason, the Peanuts Holiday Collection. I recorded this just because I needed something to record, and it's gotten a bunch of views. I mean, it makes sense. Peanuts is timeless. I understand it, but why though, But great specials. Branded to Kill. This was a movie I watched in college, and it really stood out to me. It was just really impressive with its editing and everything, and yeah, good movie. Very trippy, but it's good. Django Unchained, the Steelbook, pretty good Tarantino movie. Teen Titans, the complete first season. I got this because I love Teen Titans and to support more releases, because for the longest time they wouldn't release Teen Titans on Blu-ray. But they released this, I got it, and just my luck, they were like, hey, screw doing season 2, 3, 4. Let's just release it all into one box set on its own. So I had to get that at some point, but yeah. This wasn't that much either, just like, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks. The Iron Giants, signature edition on Blu-ray. Probably Brad Bird's best film, from, if you don't know, Incredibles, Ratatouille, Tomorrowland, and all that. Yeah. Not too sure if it's my favorite, but it is up there. It is one of the best animated films of all time. Kingsman: The Secret Service. What a surprise this movie was. I believe I saw it in the theater with my buds in high school, and God, this movie is so good. Second one was pretty trash, I think, but that first one, whew. The was it Cornello? The Cornello trilogy by Edgar Wright. Yeah, Hafez is the best out of the 3, but the rest are still pretty good. Actually, World's End's a little weird, but whatever. Reservoir Dogs. Had a roommate that was super into Tarantino, and we saw this at the theater actually, and yeah, great movie. The Raid Redemption, one of the best martial arts movies out there. It's really good. Have not seen the latest Judge Dredd movie, but people say it's like that. Surf's Up. I wholeheartedly believe this is one of the most underrated animated films of all time. This is really freaking good. Good cast. It's super funny. The documentary style, it holds up even more so now with everything with reality TV. Yeah, I saw this recently. Freaking great, dude. Great soundtrack as well. One Piece Film Z. I I'm not interested in One Piece really at all. I know some things from just people I follow on YouTube and Twitter. But I actually got this because I heard the director of this was going to direct the One Piece Broly movie, the newest one that came out, I think a year ago. And I wanted to see what the director, what was he all about? And yeah, this showed me the Broly movie was going to be freaking great. Because this movie, from the little I know of One Piece, this movie was so freaking good. Really great. Ironic, maybe it's not ironic, but I think this is better than any Naruto or Bleach movie. And I don't even care about One Piece. Back to the Future, maybe the greatest film trilogy of all time. Back to the Future is actually my favorite movie, the first one. For those who don't know, I get something new out of it every time. Yeah, I always get tempted by the newer release sets just because I love Back to the Future. But quick rating, Back to the Future is number 1. Back to the Future 3 is the second best one, and Back to the Future 2 is the third best one. Don't come at me, people. The third one is much better than you remember, and that's from someone who doesn't even like Westerns. That second one is not as good as people remember. I'm just saying. One of the first anime purchases I ever did, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, the first collection. Sorry about the glare with my light, people, but that's the best I can do. And then the second collection, I remember seeing like 10 episodes of this. I saw the one episode on Adult Swim, and then I saw like 10 episodes of it, and I thought I have to get this. Probably the more I think about it, the more I watch it, probably the best anime of all time. I'm just saying. And this is now out of print, so I'm glad I have it also. Predators, the first Predator movie I ever saw. I still really like this one. It's still, I think, my favorite Predator movie. Yeah, it's fun stuff. More One Piece. This is my latest Blu-ray. I just got this maybe a week ago. People were hyping this up like Film Z, and when it was coming out, I almost saw it in theaters, but I didn't care that much. But people were like, "Yo, this is freaking phenomenal." And it was good. It was really fun. Kind of one big like action scene. Not as good as Film Z, I personally think, but that's as a non-One Piece fan. But this was still a fun movie. Good stuff. RoboCop. Yeah, it's a classic. It's a good movie. Yo, talk about underrated, people, and one of the greatest film trilogies of all time. Step Up 3, people. This should be saying Step Up 3D, actually, but for some reason, they're cowards for not putting that on there. Yeah, this, let's just say this is, I don't know if that's a good, comparison. This is the Back to the Future 3 of the franchise, you know what I'm saying, people? Let's just say maybe even the Empire Strikes Back of the franchise. For those who, know of Step Up, and specifically Step Up 3, yeah, just saying, people, you know the hype of Step Up 3. That movie's pretty dumb. Batman, Dark Knight Returns Part 1. I already said my thoughts. This is good. You got... Sorry, moving things around. Oh. You got Naruto The Last. This is actually the sequel to the show, and it was fine. I expected more, to be perfectly honest. But what did not disappoint me, actually, was Naruto, the movie. Yeah, I think this was an actual good send-off to Naruto, the series. I know they kept going on after this, but it was good. It really hit me in the feels. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Blu-ray 2-movie collection. It has the first movie and some other movie in there. The first one still holds up. The gargoyles are the only fault I have with Hunchback of Notre Dame, but God, that's such a good Disney movie. Holes, one of my childhood favorites, with Shia LaBeouf. Good movie. Another childhood classic, Polly. Just a cute story about a bird. Good movie. Ooh, you got Guilty Crown, the I guess collector's edition. I would say the first, other than Full Metal, the first like brand new anime series I ever got. This is when I got really into getting anime. When I was into anime and then getting anime. I remember thinking this show had more Good Things Then Bad, and I rewatched it a few months ago, and sorry, gotta reposition. Let's just say it's the opposite now. It is there's more bad than good in this series. Disappointing. The Accountant with Ben Affleck, underrated. I know it got a little critically panned, at least on Rotten Tomatoes, but I really enjoyed that movie a lot. Moana, talk about surprising me, people. God, way better than I ever thought it would be. Just, this movie was fantastic. Sorry, I need to... Let's say I'm putting the iPad down for 1 second. I apologize. I'm repositioning some of these DVDs to make it easier. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, you got Legend of the Guardians, Owls of Ga'Hoole, my favorite Zack Snyder movie. Yes, he directed a animated film, and it's my favorite one of his. I'm sure if I watched it again, I might not like it as much, because it's probably a little too dark and edgy for, like, just a little too much for the Owls of Ga'Hoole, but good movie. Whiplash, God, what a performance from J.K. Simmons. It's very, I don't watch this much, because it's tough to watch, but, God, what a performance again. Full Metal Alchemist, the sacred star of Milos. I believe the art style is very different from any of the Full Metal Alchemist series, but the art style is gorgeous. I think this is probably one of the better anime films based on an existing property. Yeah, the action's great, animation's great. Yeah, people tend to not like this, but I think it's cool for a standalone Full Metal Alchemist story. Speaking more Full Metal, the OVA collection. I love Full Metal, so yeah, of course I had to get the OVA collection. Some good stories in there. Gurren Lagann, the complete collection on DVD. I spent way too much money on this back in high school when I got it. Was I ripped off? Yes. Do I regret it a little bit? Yes. But I love Gurren Lagann so much, so I don't really regret it that much. I just wish I got it for cheaper. Gurren Lagann's great. And it's like, speaking of that, I have the recap movies for Gurren Lagann. The first one and the second one. I think these are the best recap movies because they really went all out with these, especially near the end of both of them. Especially the second one, like, oh my god. Like, a brand new, like, 20-minute fight scene? Jesus. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. The Nice Guys, I would say, like, one of the best movies nobody saw in theaters. This movie's phenomenal. One of my favorites, because I keep watching it over and over again. Summer Wars, my favorite Hosoda film. This is really, really good. It's, for those who know, it's pretty much Digimon the movie, Our War Game. Kind of repackaged a little bit, but it's even better than that, to be honest. That's just a meme, but yeah, this movie's incredible. Another Hosoda film, Wolf Children. I've only seen this one time, and this movie was ruined for me by my friends. The first time I watched this was with my friends, and there's a lot of jokes being thrown, and, no, that's fine. That's no problem at all. But, let's just say I can't look at this movie the same ever again, so I should probably see it again, but every time I think about it, I get those flashbacks to that one night we saw it. I don't know what it is. I have the Evangelion Rebuild movies. This is 1.11, 2.22, and 3.33. I enjoy all three of these movies, even the third one. People don't tend to like the third one a lot, but I think these are all good and brilliantly directed, of course. Blood Blockade Battlefront on Blu-ray. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite animes because, again, I watch this from time to time. It's really good. I talked about Guilty Crown. That's right there. The first Kick-Ass movie. The second one was not that great, but this was a good one. Let's see. I got all the seasons of Boy Meets World. I got this in a box set on Black Friday one year. Yeah, that glare's bothering a little. For maybe like $50-$60, and it was worth it. Seasons 3 to 4. 5 to 6. I believe this is where I stopped, just because I believe I went to college and I was still watching this. I need to finish this soon because in season 7, Boy Meets World is a really good sitcom. Moving that. Yeah, the glare. Okay, that's less glare. Oh, not really. Okay, got Digimon Tamers, the third season of Digimon. I would always argue with myself. Sorry, I always argue with myself if this was the best Digimon season or not. And it is. This is the best Digimon season. The first one might still be my favorite in terms of nostalgia, but this goes beyond what Digimon should have been and could have been. It was really good. Cowboy Bebop, the complete series on Blu-ray. As anyone who's seen it, Cowboy Bebop is really, really good. That's all I can say. It's great. And a great box set. Stand By Me, I used to have this on DVD, but God, this is another one of my favorite movies. Stand By Me is so freaking good. Perks of Being a Wallflower. I can't watch this a lot because it's very intense. It's a lot going on in this story. But great performances from everybody, including Paul Rudd. He's really good. Oh, how can I miss this, people? The Devil Wears Prada. I know you're saying, you got The Devil Wears Prada? What the heck? Bro, you got Anne Hathaway before she really made it big. You got Meryl Streep. You got Emily Blunt. You got The Tooch. Bro, The Devil Wears Prada. It's amazing, people. Come on, people. Why aren't you watching The Devil Wears Prada? Ip Man on Blu-ray. I know that's not how you say it, but that's the only way I know how to say it. Yeah, I agree with this. It is one of the best martial arts movies, hands down. Maybe even the best, based on true story. Really good. Donnie Yen is amazing. What I'm not too sure is a true story is Ip Man 2, because it's pretty much Rocky 4, and I'm like, I don't know if Rocky 4 with martial arts is a true story. They claim it is, and also possibly the best martial arts film. But it's still really good. The martial arts is still great, and hey, it's Rocky 4 martial arts. That's a good time. The Sandlot, another childhood favorite, and the best baseball movie of all time. These are facts, people. Undisputed facts. Avengers Infinity War on Blu-ray. I still believe this is the best MCU movie, hands down. Treasure Planet, underrated Disney movie, kind of a cult classic. It's one of my favorite, probably top 5 Disney movie. Awesome. Kung Fu Panda 2. Did I talk about... Yeah, I believe I talked about How to Train Your Dragon already. This is a tie with my favorite DreamWorks movie. I think this is probably their best movie, Kung Fu Panda 2. But How to Train Your Dragon is... How to Train Your Dragon and Kung Fu Panda 2 are both incredible. A perfect sequel, I honestly think, this movie. The Emperor's New Groove, another top 5 Disney movie. It's hilarious. If you've seen it, you understand. The Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yeah, funny stuff. That's all I can say. Serenity, a limited edition of Blu-ray. This is like a comic look. They released a few of these, like with Hulk and I think Hellboy 2 and some other movies. But yeah, this is one of my favorite steelbooks. A great movie, a great end to the Firefly show. I watch this much more than Firefly on its own, because that movie is so freaking good. Zombieland, one of my favorite comedies, and my favorite zombie movie, I would say. Or zombie property, to be perfectly honest. Except for Resident Evil 2 Remake, as you all know. Digimon the movie, this was a gift from a friend, because he really didn't care. And I was like, yo, I love Digimon the movie. He's like, yo, you can have it. I regretted not getting this as a kid. I saw it one time at a Target, people, and I was not allowed to get it that time. But then I thought, next time I'm gonna get it. Next week or two, I'm gonna get it. I never saw this movie again in a Target. It was very disappointing. But I go back and forth between if it's good or bad. It's probably bad, to be honest. But I love it either way. Digimon the movie, awesome. My childhood. Another limited edition steelbook. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Edgar Wright's best movie. It has so much style and it's just so much fun. So quotable too. This is the DVD. I had this years before the Blu-ray. Yeah, that's how much I love the movie. I think DVD might be loose in that one. Red vs. Blue. The Re-collection comes with all the Re-seasons 6 to 8. Season 6 is the best season of Red vs. Blue. That's all I gotta say about that. One of the first animes I also got, I think before Full Metal and some of my other things. Supernatural. I was a big fan of Supernatural, at least the first 5 through 6 seasons, 5 or 6 seasons, can't remember. But they made an anime series out of it, of the first 2 seasons, and it was fine from what I remember. We're about Chicken Star Wars 3, the only one I actually have, but funny stuff from what I remember. It's been years since I've seen it. Naruto Shippuden, The Will of Fire, I believe the best Naruto movie, counting OG Naruto and Shippuden. I just haven't seen it in years, and yeah, I don't really care to see it again. My love for Naruto has gone away over the years. You got Neon Genesis Evangelion, the Platinum Complete Collection. I believe, I think there's something out. I believe this is the most valuable, like, DVD thing I own. I got this pretty cheap in high school, but if you look this up on eBay, it goes for a lot of money, so, but yeah, I rewatched this a few months ago, after years of seeing it the first time. Sorry, the lighting's really, don't know what's up with the lighting here. It's really bad. What's going on? Alright, we're back. But yeah, this is much better than I remember. I remember liking it, but it is great. It is great. Evangelion is amazing. I love Evangelion very much. Toradora. The, sorry, I lost my train of thought. The limited collector's edition of the Blu-ray, and I believe DVD as well, yeah. The best romance anime of all time. It's one of my favorite animes. It's great. It's great. Toradora is great. Okay, I got a bunch of steelbooks next to me. Sorry, I switched hands for holding the iPad. Avengers End Game. Sorry, I can't do this. I need to switch hands back. You know, it's hurt my hand holding an iPad in one hand. Avengers End Game, the steelbook. Let me just do these quick in order. Spider-Verse, the greatest superhero film of all time, and one of the greatest animated films of all time. Detective Pikachu. I like this movie less and less the more I watch it, which has been a few times. But it's still a decent movie, and I had to get this steelbook. Like, God, look at that. It's beautiful. Coco, one of my favorite Pixar movies, just from personal reasons. Just I love Coco very much. If you know me, you understand. Recently I rebought How to Train Your Dragon on Blu-ray. This was maybe like $20. So for How to Train Your Dragon on Blu-ray plus steelbook for like $20, what a steal! Blade Runner 2049, even better than the original Blade Runner, I believe. Great movie. Spider-Man Homecoming on steelbook as well. I bought the steelbook separately and the Blu-ray separately. This does not have a 4K disc in it, which, a lot of the steelbooks usually do. But I forget, I think I just did not pre-order it in time, but buying the steelbook on its own and the Blu-ray on its own, it came out to like how much I would have bought originally. On its own. But I don't think I explained that well at all, but it's fine. But yeah, you got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 steelbook as well. Oh yeah, one sec. Let me move the pile now. I have Star Wars, The Force Awakens on steelbook. Star Wars The Last Jedi, and then recently Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. After I got Force Awakens, I knew I would have to get all 3 of those. And yeah, for those who know me, I'm very forgiving of the new trilogy, especially Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. Oh, forgot about this one. Sorry, I switched hands again. I don't know why I keep doing that. You got Resident Evil Apocalypse, the second Resident Evil movie. I had this on steelbook. Why? I don't know, I'm stupid. I was like, I want to watch Resident Evil Apocalypse because it has to do with the Nemesis story. And, I hear it's the best one. And I thought, you know what? Why don't we get the steelbook, you dummy? This was maybe like $15 to get like 10 to $15. So it wasn't that much. But yeah, fun movie. Not that bad, actually. All right, we got some cases here. We got Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, a good DC animated movie. Kokoro Connect, great anime, very underrated. I love it very much. The Goonies on DVD, classic. Pacific Rim, I will die, but I will go to my grave defending Pacific Rim, the first one. Fun movie, dude. Second one was trash, though. Again, I will defend this to an extent. I really, really enjoy this movie. It's, I think, still one of my favorite Spider-Man movies. I don't know. There's so much love in this movie, but so much meddling from, what do you call it? The studio. Just there's so much good in this, but there's a lot of not great stuff in it, I will admit. Iron Man 2. I don't think this is trash like a lot of people do. I think it's a fun movie. Tangled, one of my other top 5 Disney movies. I remember thinking, Rapunzel? What the heck? And I was at that age where I thought, I'm not going to watch a Disney princess movie. Who cares? But, God, Tangled is phenomenal. Lego Movie, one of the most unexpected and best animated films of all time. Really freaking good. Who would have thought? Aladdin. This case is a little beat up, but everybody loves Aladdin. Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. This is an interesting movie. I like it, but it's kind of problematic. It's fine. Kokoro Connect is the OVA series. A lot of OVAs for anime are just like standalone episodes that have nothing to do with canon, I guess. But these are actually canon and ended off the show. This actually ends off the show. And this was more than it should have been. It's only 4 episodes, but I think it was maybe like $40 or something. But it was worth it to me because I love Kokoro Connect. The first Sherlock Holmes movie, not as good as the... I'm switching hands again. I'm trying this out. Not as good as the second one, but still a decent movie. The Dark Knight. I think the Nolan trilogy... I don't enjoy the Nolan... God, I need to hold this right. I don't enjoy the Nolan trilogy as much as other people do, but they're still great movies. The third one's okay, but the first and second one are phenomenal. Cowboy Bebop the movie, I believe also one of the best movies based off an existing property. This is such a fun movie, and the production quality is great. Death Race, not a good movie, but a fun movie. Same guy who did the Resident Evil movies. Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't like this as much as the second one. It's still one of the best MCU movies. The Avengers, another one of the best MCU movies. Really good. Animation in here, not really looking too much when I'm picking up. Lord of the Rings, got this as a gift. Have not seen it. Fellowship of the Ring. From what I remember, that was my favorite one. Actually, one sec. I do see some things in here. So let me try to... I should not have done that. Alright, we're back. Nope, that's not what I was going for at all. Whatever. I Am Legend, Will Smith. Good movie. Scared the frick out of me when I was a kid. Independence Day, I've not seen it, but it was a gift, so I own it. Also a gift, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. This one is unwrapped, but I've not seen it. At least from past when I was a kid. I gotta move a lot of these things, shoot. Redline. One of the best anime films of all time, and I would say the best racing movie of all time. Live action or not, right ahead of Speed Racer, the live action movie. One of the most beautifully animated films ever. It's incredible. Oh God, actually, speaking of Speed Racer, the best Wachowski movie, in my opinion. I love Speed Racer. I used to not like it when I was a kid, but then I saw it years later, and God, it's so good. It's so good, people. Searching. This was actually, I thought this movie was gonna be lame, because there's another movie, Unfriended, I think? But God, this was so good. Searching. Saw it with my roommates, they loved it too. Cabin in the Woods. It's hard to say. Okay, this is technically my favorite horror movie. No, it's my favorite horror movie, but it's technically not one. It's like a horror comedy blend. For those who've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Cabin in the Woods, really good. Dark Knight Rises, yeah, this movie is fine. It's fine. Mr. Holland's Opus, a lot of people probably don't even know what this movie is, but it's really good. It's really good. Hellboy 2, The Golden Army, really great, underrated superhero film. Much better than the first one, even though the first one was still good. Sunshine, I think I got this for cheap. I forget why I got this exactly. I think it was to save on shipping. Weird movie. Very weird. That's all I gotta say. Very weird. Home Alone 2. My favorite Home Alone movie. Home Alone 2. It's good. Moving things all the way. 1989 Batman. Very good. Still holds up. Army of Darkness. Have not seen Evil Dead 1 or 2 or the reboots, but Army of Darkness is really good. Toy Story 3. I used to think Toy Story 2 is the best Toy Story movie, but after rewatching it, it's Toy Story 3. It's Toy Story 3, people, you know. Think Like a Man. This was also a gift. I really like this movie. I think it's really fun. Did not think about the space of this whole video. The Matrix. This was also a gift. This movie's fine. I know people love this movie to death, but it's really cool. That's the best I gotta say. It's really cool, and everything else is it's really cool. Monsters University. Fun movie. Fun Pixar movie. The original Ghostbusters still wrapped. This was a gift. I remember liking it, not as much as other people, but it was good. Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, also a gift. I've not seen that in years. X-Men 2, X-Men United, also a gift. I've not opened it, but this is still one of my favorite X-Men movies. X2. This is one of my favorite Blu-rays, but you can't put it on a shelf because it's the Iron Man mask, right? And see right there, that black part, you lift it up and the Blu-ray is in there. Yeah, it's cool, but again, it's not practical for a shelf. But very cool, I like it a lot. Armageddon, also a gift. Have not seen this. I hear bad things about it. That's all I gotta say. One sec, give me a second, people. I'm putting down the iPad. I might edit this out later. We shall see. But I have to put some of the things away for space. So, one sec. You know, this video's actually ended up longer than I thought. I have only been talking about each movie a little bit, but when you got a bunch of movies, it tends to happen. Alright, we're back. This is Doctor Who, the complete 6th series. This was, at the time, probably my favorite Doctor Who season. Rewatched it. It's still good, but I think I like other seasons better. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. As I said, my DVD ended up messing up, so I had to rebuy this movie. One of my favorite Harry Potter movies. I don't have it in this video, I'm pretty sure, but the third movie on Blu-ray I also own, and that one's my favorite. Doctor Who, the complete 9th series. I only own the 6th and 9th series because those are my two favorite. This is probably my favorite series of Doctor Who, or season. I had to rewatch it, but yeah, good stuff. I like Clara as a companion a lot. Those who know me understand. Batman Begins, my favorite Christopher Nolan Batman movie. Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. One of my least favorite DC animated movies, but it's just like a big action scene. It's really good. Kyoso Giga, one of my newest favorite anime series. This came out a while ago. It's only like maybe 10 episodes, but the directing, the storyboarding, the composition, just everything about it is so incredible. This series is great. Kyoso Giga, watch it, man. After years of saying I should get this on Blu-ray, I finally got it on Blu-ray. The Spectacular Spider-Man, the complete series. The best Spider-Man animated show ever. It will never come back, and that makes me sad, but, you know. The Amazing Spider-Man, this was a gift. So this was a gift from our roommates. I forget exactly what it was, but he had to like send in an email or something, and Sony Pictures would send this movie to him. It came with a bonus disc, and I don't know what happened. It got lost in the mail for months, and then out of the blue, I was like, "Hey, what happened to that copy of Amazing Spider-Man you were supposed to get me?" And he was like, "I don't know. Maybe I should look into that." And so they sent a second copy. I thought that was hilarious. In a sec. Alright, I think I missed some. Doctor Who, The Return of Dr. Mysterio. The Christmas special. Surprisingly good. I thought it was gonna be garbage, but it was actually good. Doctor Who, Time of the Doctor. Christmas special also ended off Matt Smith's era as Doctor Who. And it's, a bit of a mess, but it's fun. I like it. Batman Under the Red Hood, the best, my personal favorite, I guess, DC animated movie. This movie's fantastic. I love it. Your Name, the collector's edition on Blu-ray. I don't love this as much as everybody else did, but this is still a very good animated film from Makoto Shinkai. Psycho-Pass, I would say one of my favorite animes. I mean, I own it, so I like it a lot. I made the mistake of rewatching it, like, a lot of episodes at a time. I think I watched, like, it all in, like, a day or two. That was a mistake, because there's a lot in here. There's a lot. So, yeah. Take your time with that one if you watch it. It's great. It's unlike any other anime, really. Spice and Wolf, I've not finished this, but it's good. I just haven't finished it. Born, the classified collection on Blu-ray. This comes with Born 1 through 4, including the Jeremy Renner one. And my favorite in terms of ranking, the third one is probably my favorites. Then the first one, then the second one, and then the Jeremy Renner one. And I defend the Jeremy Renner one. I like that one a lot. It's much better than the latest Bourne movie we got, which was awful. Firefly, the 15th Anniversary Collector's Edition. Firefly is great. Yeah. I can't say anything else about Firefly. It's great. Gravity Falls, the complete series. Yeah, I love this collection very much. The best thing about it is every episode has a commentary by the creator of the show. Every single episode. That's awesome. Gravity Falls is great. Oh, got things falling. The Eccentric Family, one of my, I would say, top 5 anime is just in the complete premium edition. It's just so heartfelt. I love its message about family and everything. The art style is so charming. It's the second one was a little disappointing for me. Not that it was bad, but the first one just blew me away. And I will need 1 sec, people. Give me 1 second. Alright, everyone. We got my only 4K movie. Wait 1 sec. Dr. Sleep, the sequel to The Shining. I don't love The Shining. I like it, but Dr. Sleep was really, really good. Parasite, my favorite movie of last year, as of this recording, won Best Picture. Parasite is amazing. My favorite comedy show is Psych, and this includes Psych the movie and the musical. I forgot. But yeah, I love Psych very much. I got this for Christmas, and yeah, the last few seasons are not great. I noticed that on my last rewatch of it, but Psych is great, dude. I love Psych very much. Good Will Hunting, one of the best movies of all time, and one of the best Robin Williams performances of all time. This movie's amazing. So we have My Hero Academia Season 1. 1 sec. We got My Hero Season 2 Part 1. We have Season 2 Part 2. We have Season 3 Part 1. And we have Season 3 Part 2. My Hero is one of my favorite animes and manga, especially anime. The anime is great. I still don't know if the second season or the third season is my favorites, but at least the tournament arc for My Hero is phenomenal. I love it. My Hero, amazing, and I'll be. I know this is gonna be a lot once I get every single My Hero season, but My Hero's so good. I love it so much. Okay, so now we have this is a little weird. So we have Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works Part 2. This is the collection from Aniplex. I got this used on eBay because I was watching it with a friend. He was watching it for the first time, and I was rewatching it. And I thought, you know what? If we're gonna watch Part 2, it better be the highest quality possible, that Blu-ray disc quality. So this comes with, Part 2, the complete second half of Unlimited Blade Works, which I believe is 13 to 25, so about 12 episodes. It's supposed to come with a CD, but it didn't. One sec, I actually kind of want to show this real quick. I just got a clear empty case. Where did the CD supposed to come from? Now, I don't care, right? I don't care, because I wouldn't listen to it anyways, but I'm curious, did the person who originally owned this, did they get it used and they got it without a CD, or when they sold it to me, were they like, did they lose the CD, or were they just like, no, I want to keep the CD for myself? Like, I don't know, that I think about it every so often. But yeah, I like Unlimited Blade Works a lot, and yeah, I'm glad I got Part 2 for cheaper than it would be new. I did an unboxing on this, Fate Zero, the complete Blu-ray box set. Yeah, Fate Zero and Fate Night are really, really good. One sec. One sec, people. One more time. One sec. Moving things. Alright, I got the last box here, last set of DVDs. Okay. Got The Way Back, another one of my favorites. Great cast. One of my favorite performances from Sam Rockwell. He always plays a villain, but he's so charming in this one. Great summer movie, really good. Batman Year one of my favorite DC animated movies. This, especially the animation. The animation, not just a great adaptation of the source material, but just the way it moves and everything. It's so good. One of the best animated films of all time, hands down. The Peanuts movie. Got this for $10. Some of the best $10 I ever spent. This, every time I watch, I think this is one of the greatest animated films of all time. It's really awesome. The Hateful Eight. I think my favorite Tarantino movie. Just so suspenseful. Even on rewatch, it's so much fun. It's this movie's great. Again, so much. This movie's great. So here I have Shirobako, the first collection, and Shirobako, the second collection. Yeah, this is the anime about making anime. It's one of my favorites. It really, when I was thinking about what to do in the future, I don't make anime or draw at all, but this really inspired me to. It really cemented the path I wanted to take in terms of college and everything. So yeah, this was really inspiring to me, especially the main character. I really relate to her a lot. Yeah, I actually got this, I got these when they were full price at the time, and I didn't rewatch the show until this had drastically lowered in price for maybe like half of what I got it for, maybe less. So I felt upset about that, but that was my fault. Kung Fu Panda 1 on Blu-ray. Solid movie, but I also have Kung Fu Panda 2 on Blu-ray, because after years of not owning it on Blu-ray, I just had to own it on Blu-ray. Looks like I'm switching hands again. Fully Cooley, the complete series. Very weird, but it's actually very cool. One sec. Shifting positions again. I did not think about the space of this video, guys. Did not think about that at all. Big Sick. I think this is my favorite movie of the year when this came out. It's very heartfelt. It's really good. How to Train Your Dragon 3: The Hidden World. Great. And to the franchise, unlike Kung Fu Panda 3, which I do not own because I don't like that movie very much. But this movie's good. I liked it. It was good. It did what it had to do. It was good. This might actually my second. I think this is one of two only 4K movies I have. The Little Mermaid, because I think it was like $5 more to get the 4K, and I thought, you know what? When I eventually get a 4K player, I'll probably want to watch The Little Mermaid. How to Train Your Dragon 2. I think this is my least favorite of the three, but it's still a really good DreamWorks film. Christopher Robin. Sorry, these are falling out. Christopher Robin. Ewan McGregor. A little too cheesy, especially near the end, but it's nice and heartfelt. It's way better than it had any right to be. The Social Network. Probably, not thinking about Spider-Verse, or I guess thinking about Spider-Verse, either my second or third favorite movie of all time. I don't know, something about David Fincher's directing in this, it really, really impacted me. The first time I didn't really care about it, but the more and more I watched it, it was like, wow. Code Geass, seasons 1 and 2. I haven't seen this yet. I've seen a few episodes, but it was pretty cheap when I got it. Maybe 40 or 50 for the whole show, which is like 60 episodes in total. So that was like a really good deal. Code Geass. Darn that. Oh, another steelbook I have. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, the only Hitchcock movie I own. This is if you've seen it, you know, it's a classic. The Boy and the Beast, another Hosoda film. He really likes using animals in his movies. This movie's really good. Yeah, that's all I can say. Gundam Build Fighters. I don't know if it's one of my favorites, but it's one I really, really enjoy, like more than I thought I would. Gundam Build Fighters, not super into Gundam really at all, but this is such a love letter. It's kind of like what Yu-Gi-Oh was, the show, or I guess Digimon also. Like, this should have been such a cash grab and had no effort in it whatsoever. But there's so much heart into this. The animation's amazing. It's great. Like, future seasons were like more of a cash grab, like you could tell from the quality drop. But the first season of Gundam Build Fighters, I don't know, something about it. Okay, Ratatouille. My favorite Pixar movie, most likely my favorite Brad Bird movie. That in between Iron Giant. But also maybe my favorite animated movie of all time. Like, it's one of my favorite movies, but I think it might be my favorite animated movie of all time. I love Ratatouille. I love it so much. Okay, you got... Wow, I remember this. Red vs. Blue. This is the 10-year anniversary collection. It comes with all the seasons from seasons 1 to 10. I believe I also did I think I did do an unboxing on this. Yeah, I don't watch Red vs. Blue anymore, but I do enjoy those first 10 seasons a lot. Arrival, really good movie. Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner. Paprika, people say the inspiration to Inception. I have not seen this movie yet. I need to, I really do. I just keep forgetting. Psycho-Pass, the movie. Psycho-Pass season 2 was really disappointing. This movie was, from what I remember, was pretty good, but nothing can beat that first season, unfortunately. All right. Inside Out. I don't know, I really enjoyed this more than I thought I would. I really like Inside Out. That's all I gotta say. Legend of Tarzan. Again, I saw this during the summer. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. It's not perfect, I recognize that, but it was fun. I liked it. I just liked it. Everybody remembers this. Get Out. Really great movie. I had to get it because I thought this movie was gonna be trash by the trailers. I did not like the trailers at all. But yeah, great movie. I've been saying that all this video. And now to finish it off, we got Digimon Adventure Try. I don't know if I've ever talked about my feelings on Try on camera. I love Digimon as a franchise so much. Digimon Tamers, the first 2 seasons, Digimon the movie, all that. Omnimon is I love Digimon, right? Digimon Adventure Try is very kind of mixed feelings on it. I enjoy Digimon Adventure Try, but it could have been so much more than it was. It was, you know, the anniversary of Digimon. I forget what anniversary exactly. It might have been like the 15th, the 10th. I can't remember. I don't know. This was supposed to be a show, but then there were a series of movies that were split up into episodes on Crunchyroll, and the animation was not great. Could have been way more. I don't know what happened with the production of Digimon Adventure Try, but at least for the first part, this was okay. That was okay. Have Digimon Adventure Try the second part, Determination. I freaking hated the first 20 to 30 minutes of this so much. I stopped watching it, and I did not watch any Digimon Adventure Try after that. But then I buckled down, rewatched it. This is my favorite Digimon Adventure Try movie. The first 20 to 30 minutes are bad still, I think, but the rest of it, it's so good. I think this is what Digimon Adventure Try should have been the entire time. It's really good. What they did with Mimi and Joe in particular was really great. I have the third movie, Confession. This one is really good also. Not as good as the last part, I think, but the stakes were the highest in this one, at least from what I remember. But then what happened? I saw... Oh, no, actually, I'm stupid. 1 sec. I have the fourth movie, Lost. This one was okay. After parts 2 and 3, I thought it'd be better, but it was still good. This one was still good. So I had all 4 parts that were out at the time, and then I did not buy movie 5. I don't remember if 6 came out on its own. I was in school at the time, so I just didn't buy it. But then, a few years later, when it all ended, this came out, the 6-film collection, Digimon Adventure Try. So, first off, I love this cover. This is the best cover. It's so freaking good. Fun story. This 6-film collection, I can't remember how much it was exactly, but I believe it would cost as much to get the 6-film collection, maybe even less, than it would have been to get... Then it would be to get the last 2 Digimon Adventure Try movies. So I thought, you know what? I don't, completing the collection is not that important. And plus, I love this cover. So yeah, I got the 6-film collection for cheaper than it would have been to finish just getting the normal movies on their own. Really weird. But yeah, so that was it. This went for an hour. I did this for an hour. Crazy. Yeah, this actually less. This could sound weird. I'm messing this up. These are less DVDs than I thought I owned, because like in my house they're all over the place, my DVDs. Like some are in my room, some are in like a cabinet, some are in the living room. They're all spread around. And so putting them all together, it is less than I thought I had, but these are still a lot. I'm not acting like these aren't a lot of DVDs. It's just less than I thought I would have. But yeah, it still took me an hour to go through them all. But yeah, I know I said this would be like, I thought it'd be quick, but knowing me, it took longer than I thought. But that's okay, that content, people. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, me going through all my DVDs and talking about what I think about everything. Okay, so real quick, I found some leftover DVDs in my actual game pile. They were lost there, and I had gotten some recent DVDs I forgot about, so I figured I would show that off. So we got Resident Evil G Generation, which is the first CG animated Resident Evil movie. There's actually a funny story with this, but that's actually related to this. So this is the Resident Evil 3 CG movie collection with Degeneration, Damnation, and Vendetta. I actually got this because for everyone who doesn't follow my Twitch, I've been playing all the Resident Evils, and I did a review also on YouTube to show off my thoughts on everything with Resident Evil. So I got super into everything, like with the books and the movies, as you can see. So I got this for like $15-20, right? So not that bad for a 3-movie collection. So I put in Degeneration because it was the first one. But then when I played it, Resident Evil Damnation was playing. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I put in the wrong disc. No, I didn't. So then I thought, okay, well, I guess the movie's for Switch, so I put in Resident Evil Damnation. Maybe, maybe the covers were put on or whatever, however you say that. But no, this was also Resident Evil Damnation. So, even though it didn't say it, I had 2 copies of Resident Evil Damnation, and I had looked on the reviews afterwards, because why would I think this would happen? This had happened to a bunch of people who got it around the same time I did, so that kind of sucked. So I watched Damnation, and then I watched Damnation first, because that's all I could do. So then I ordered Degeneration. This is a used copy on eBay. So I ordered this, put the disc that came in here. So this, the movies that are in here are the movies. So Degeneration is in here. But, so now, when I open this, this says Degeneration, but Damnation is in here. So I can't really sell this, because, that would be, like, really rude. So I don't really know. I figured maybe I would give Blake this or something, but I don't know why you would, because this movie's pretty bad. Yeah, this movie's really bad. I wouldn't say hyped, but I was excited to see this one, because I was looking forward to the Leon and Claire dynamic, because I think that's a really good dynamic in the games. But this movie was just not good at all. It was not as straightforward as I thought it would be. It was really more convoluted than I thought, and the CG, not really the film's fault, but this is the first one that was made, so the CG is kind of rough. So that's this. I would say in order. So Degeneration is my least favorite, Damnation is my favorite, and Vendetta, I still have to see. I watched some of it, but it was like 2, 3 in the morning, and I should really stop watching movies at like 2, 3 in the morning. So yeah, I have to go back and finish it. And from the little I saw, it was better than this one, because Degeneration was not good. So yeah. So now we got Liz and the Blue Bird. So this is the Sound Euphonium movie. For anyone who's seen Sound Euphonium, also animated by Jedi Animation, as you can see. I had actually gotten this around the time of the KyoAni Fire, because I thought that, other than donating, I could buy some of their works that I had been interested in, just to show my support in any way that I could. So I got this. I have not seen it yet. This is actually still in the wrapping. But yeah, so I still have to see it. But I hear it's really good, and that the animation is just fantastic in this one. Now that I think about it, I think the KyoAni Fire, I think it's coming up, like the anniversary of it's coming up soon, because I think it happened like sometime during the summer. So yeah, I think that's coming up soon. Just, God, the years got my fast. So also Atomical Market, also a KyoAni show. I wrote this at the same time. 12 episodes. I haven't seen all of it. I saw like a few, maybe halfway at the most. I just lost focus, was watching other things. So I do have to go back and watch this from, yeah, that's broken. From the little I saw, it was cute. It was good. Obviously the animation was fantastic. It's KyoAni, so. And now this is Atomical Love Story, the sequel movie that finishes off the show. This is still wrapped, because obviously I cannot watch this until I finish the show. So yeah, sorry about that. And Sound Euphonium, this is a recent release. I just got this the other day. And yeah, so Sound Euphonium, for those that don't know, okay, real quick, this Sound Euphonium, the movie, Our Promise, A Brand New Day. I'm getting super scattered here. Sound Euphonium was a TV show that KyoAni animated for 2 seasons, which followed this character's first year of high school, and then this movie came out, which followed her second year of high school. So yeah, the show is based off a book, Sound Euphonium, and I believe the author, she either like wrote the screenplay or was, I forget exactly, but she did have involvement in the story of this. So yeah, that could be kind of worrying when you have like a sequel that starts off like continues an original work, and then you might lose focus on what the original work was or whatever. But no, this was actually a really great film, a really great sequel to San Euphonium. I thought it was really good, really enjoyed it. I saw it in theaters, and I knew I just had to get it because, yeah, I was really impressed by how good of a sequel it was, just compared to some other things I've seen. Some really missed the mark on it, but this one was a good one. It was good. This is Tokyo Godfathers, a Satoshi Kon movie. I've only seen Perfect Blue from Satoshi Kon. From what I remember, I believe I showed Paprika instead. I still have to watch that too. But this was a also recent release. It's remastered on Blu-ray, and I knew I had to get it because I hear really great things about Tokyo Godfathers. So yeah, and now last for the anime, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. I also got this recently for this collection, all 26 episodes. This is the first season of Standalone Complex. Ghost in the Shell, obviously super famous anime film, but also I hear great things about this show. I've seen a few episodes. I'm still going through it at the moment, and I got this for around $20. So what my mentality for anime specifically, because that can get pretty expensive, is for example, this is 25 episodes. So if you have a 25 episode show, if it costs like 25 episodes or lower, I think that's a steal. Because, for example, like the My Hero sets, those are like half a season, 12 episodes, and I paid like $30 to $40 for each of those separately. So yeah, that really, sorry, hit my camera, that really adds up. So yeah, this was a good deal, and it's really good from the little I've seen. I plan to watch more soon, and then probably get the second season, which is also like $20. And then to finish it off, we got Brad Pitt's Moneyball. Great performances from everyone, especially not especially, but Jonah Hill also, who is his best performance still, I think, to this day. I know I said Sandlot is the greatest baseball movie of all time, but I would say this is a close second. Moneyball is fantastic. Captain Holt's favorite movie, and if you understand that reference, then you just get it, So yeah, that's it for me. These were the last little batch that I found, because I figured, you know what, if I'm showing off every DVD and Blu-ray that I own, I gotta, I might as well show everything. So yeah, this is the end, I promise, people. And yeah, that's it for me, and I will be back soon, showing off all my favorite games, because this was fun, and yeah, I'll just show off all my games. I believe it will be shorter than this, hopefully. Probably not, but yeah, that's it for me for today. See you guys next time.